Anna. Welcome to your spring training program. All you're going to need today is a comfortable yoga mat or towel, a set of filled water bottles. You can use those to replace some 2 to 3 pound bells, and then a ball. So I'm using a basketball today. Any size ball will do. We're going to work on full body strength training today, focusing on proper form, and finding that transverse abdominis muscle right in between the belly button and the spine. Super important for anyone to strengthen, but especially now as you are postpartum after your second pregnancy. Congratulations. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to get started with some pelvic tilts, working on proper glute engagement and what you should feel during squats. It's also going to help you find that transverse abdominis muscle. So we're going to stand sideways, preferably in front of a mirror so that you can watch your form. We're going to have our hands to that mid-back, elbows back, chest out, pulling that belly button into the spine, into the hands. That's going to help you find that inner core. Now we're having our feet hip width apart with a very soft bend in the knees. I want you to focus on bringing those hips back as you come forward into flat back, no lower. Now pull that belly button to the spine as you return to the standing position. Again, hips back, chest forward, core tight, glutes tight in the back, tighten up the rear. Again, inhale down and exhale up. Again, inhale down and exhale up. As you come into that flat back, chins to the chest, giving yourself a double chin. This is what you should be feeling with the hips and the glutes when you go into the squats, which is what we're doing next. Give me 2 more. Last one. And relax. Now we're going to go into some squats. We're going to have our feet a little wider, toes out at a slight angle. Do whatever feels naturally with your hands. Now we're going to do the same thing with the hips, but we're going to bend the knees this time. We're going to bring those hips back and down as we bend at the knees, and then come up and forward. Hips back and down, and up and forward. Now this is what it looks like from the side. Hips back and down, and up and forward. Hips back and down, and up and forward. Now notice how my shin and my calf are staying perpendicular to the ground. My knees are staying over my heels. They're not coming forward too much. You're also going to want to focus on your body weight coming through the heels, not the toes. Give me 2 more. Last one. And relax. Now we're going to grab those water bottles. We're going to go into some double bicep curls. Feet hip width apart with a soft bend in your knees so your legs don't lock. Elbows are at the side, palms are forward. Now we're going to go into some double bicep curls, focusing on those bells coming up nice and slow. We're coming forward and up, squeeze, forward and down, release. Forward and up, squeeze, forward and down, release. Tightening up that core again, pulling the belly button to the spine, finding that inner core. Now look at your wrists. They shouldn't be bending. Make sure the movement isn't coming from the wrist, it's coming from the upper arm. Now focus on your elbows. Elbows stay glued to your torso. They shouldn't move forward like this, and they shouldn't move laterally like this. Give me 5 more. 4. Breathe out. Breathe in. Last one. And relax. Now we're going to go into an arm and shoulder toning exercise called the painting arm raise. So we're going to take our right hand, palm is out right now, and we're going to push up over the shoulder, turn the wrist, so the palm's down now, and push down. We're going to turn the wrist, push up, turn the wrist, push down. Turn the wrist, push up, turn the wrist, push down. Palm is up, palm is down. Palm is up, palm is down. Give me 4 more. Knees softly bent. And 3. And 2. Last one. Push up, turn the wrist, push down. Now let's take it to the other side. Palm starts out, We're pushing up, turn the wrist, push down, turn the wrist, push up, turn the wrist, push down. Inhale up, exhale down. Breathe in and breathe out. Palm is out, palm is in. Give me 4 more. And 3. You got it. Breathe in and breathe out. Last one. And relax. Now let's get rid of those bells. We'll use those again in a moment. We're going to work on proper lunging form. So lunges are a balancing exercise. So we're going to look straight ahead and find a focal point. Eyes aren't going to move from that focal point. Shoulders and hips are squared up with that point as well. Now we're going to take our right foot. We're going to take the widest step forward, heel to toe. Lower into that front foot so the knee's over the heel, back knee lowers down. Now you're pushing through the front foot and returning back to your center line. Most people push with the wrong foot. So 90% of your body weight should be in that front foot. And now we're going to go to the other side. Heel to toe, lower down through that front foot. Push through that front foot, return to center, going back and forth. Inhale down, push through the front foot, exhale up. Other side, inhale down, push through the front foot, return to your center line. Now as you get comfortable with this, stay focused on the position of that front knee over the front heel. Shouldn't come too far over your toes in the front. And then if you're feeling a lot in the quads and your thighs, you can take some pressure and move it to the glutes by leaning back with your shoulders. So while you lean back with the shoulders, focus on those shoulders coming towards that heel in the back. Give me 1 more. And relax, shake out those legs. Now we're going to head down to the floor. We're going to go into a supine position on our back, and we're going to go in glute bridges. Glute bridges are a great exercise for strengthening the core and those glutes in the back. It's also great for stretching out the back and any back pain you might be having. So we're going to have our feet hip width apart, heels underneath the knees, fingertips towards the heels, but you shouldn't be able to touch them. We're going to roll our shoulder blades underneath us, push the shoulders and the heels to the floor as we push our hips away and up and away and down. Again, hips away and up and away and down. At the top, the hip bones, the knees, and the shoulders should be aligned. Glutes are squeezed together in the back. Knees stay stacked over the heels, and the shin and the calf are again perpendicular to the ground. Give me 4 more. 3 more. Last 2. And finish it out. And relax. Those are one of my favorites. Now, we're going to go into a lying overhead tricep extension, so you can grab one of those bells again. And we're going to extend it up to the ceiling over the shoulder. And then we're going to take the other hand and support that arm. So we're going to bring it down just below the elbow. Arm stays perpendicular to the ground as we bend to the shoulder and then extend. Again, bend and extend. Toning that underarm. Now while you're here, find that transverse abdominis muscle again, pulling that belly button to the spine and eliminating space behind the back. Give me 4, 3, 2, last 1, and relax. Now switch arms, full extension to the ceiling, supporting that arm just below the elbow. We're going to go into flexion and then extension. Bend and extend. Inhale, exhale. Again, pull that belly button to the spine, spine to the floor. 4 more. 3. Last 2. And finish it out. Nicely done. Now we're going to get off of our back and we're going to go on our hands and knees. We're going to go into the bird dog. Again, this one's great for the core. It's great for stretching out the back, and it's great for our balance and our coordination. We're going to be on our hands and our knees in tabletop position, knees wide, hands wide. Now we're gonna go into the bird dog, reaching opposite arm, opposite leg, returning to center, and then switching. So your hands return wide under the shoulders, your knees return wide under the hips, your chin's to the chest, and you should be looking down between your hands. Now make sure that that foot is flexed in the back and the toes aren't pointed. That's going to allow you to engage the glutes, engage the rear a little more. Find that inner core again as you work on your balance. And make sure that foot isn't elevating higher than the back. We should be pushing straight back behind the rear. Straight back. Give me 2 more each side. Exhale, inhale, 1 more each side. Breathe out and breathe in. Now we're going to go into a modified knee plank. I'm just going to demonstrate what a regular knee plank would look like. You'd be on your hands and your knees, bringing your knees back, feet up, hips forward, rear tight, nice and low. I'm not going to have you doing that today, but it'd be a great progression for you after your core gets stronger, after you work on these postnatal exercises. So what we're going to do is go on our hands and knees, knees wide under the hips, hands underneath the shoulders, and we're going to just walk the knees out to that similar position, feet flat or feet on the ground so those toes are on the floor. We're going to push the hips forward, but not coming to the point where your hips are right in line with the shoulders and the knees. You want a slight bend at the hips here. So chin to the chest, you're pushing down with the palms to the floor, pushing those shoulder blades up so the back doesn't round, and squeezing those shoulder blades together. Again, you have a nice soft bend in the hips here. Feet on the ground. Give me 10, breathe, 8, breathe, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's bring the rear to the heels. Knees come wide. We're going to go into child's pose, extending those arms, lowering the elbow and the head to a point that feels good for you. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and come back into tabletop. Now we're going to finish out together on our back in the supine position. This is where the ball comes in. We're going to lay on our back and go into more glute bridges. But we're going to place the ball between the knees. So get that ball comfortable between your knees. Heels should be underneath the knees. Now you're obviously applying pressure inward onto that ball to keep it in place. That's going to work your adductors, your inner thigh, doing some toning and strengthening here. It's also going to engage the core. Now we're going to bring the fingertips up to the ceiling, and we're going to focus on doing a proper glute bridge while we have this ball between our knees. So we're going to push the hips away and up, tighten the rear, and then come away and down. Hips away and up, tighten the rear, and then come away and down. Inhale up, and then exhale down. Breathe in, and breathe out. Again, at the top, hip bones, knees and shoulders are aligned so that your torso and your back are both straight. Give me 4 more. 3. Squeeze the glutes together. Last one. And release those glutes as you lower to the mat. Well, and that concludes your workout. That was 1 round. If you have more time for a stronger, longer workout, you can repeat this routine another 1 to 2 times through for a 20 to 30 minute full body fitness routine. Don't forget to follow with that 5-minute stretching video to conclude your workout. Thanks so much for joining me, Anna, and have a great workout.